So we haven't been here in a while. And the hunter is close. Hunter's nest. Ooh. You recognize some of the data tangled into the nest. This is a partial log of recent movements. So we have to match a 2 or 3, which I have neither of those. So we'll worry about that later. Havenage agent. We need a 2 or 3 for that. We need a 3 or 2 for that. This is another hunter's nest. We do have a 1, so we'll go ahead and bypass this. We got 5 cryo for this, but we didn't really get anything for that. Did we fail? Oh, we need to extract the data. So we got hunter data, which is that circle with the C on it. And we need 3 of those. Those familiar threads wrap around you, bind you, test you. Entity submit. Hunter's strange head bobs in your vision. Your ally and the sealed dock cannot save you. In that globbed head of your head, you see whirling strings of data. So many spinning that they are threatened to tear through this thin skin and whip out in the void around. What happened to this creature? The threads squeeze and you lose any sympathy you might have had. You must escape. Strike. You lash out once more, pushing Hunter back, severing threads that regrow as fast as they are broken. As you slip away, you realize you have to find a way to deal with Hunter once and for all. This is getting too dangerous. Okay, so that, well, no, these are nodes that I think I already unlocked. Okay. So let's continue and see if we can... That needs a 3 or 2. We have another hunter's there. So it looks like I need 1, 2, and 3s for these nodes. I haven't seen a 4, 5, or 6 to unlock just yet. Oh, wait. This needs a 3, yeah. Okay, so nothing over here. We don't have the die to deal with this, so what to do? Dock C4. No, that's just for a ship. It'll be back in 7 cycles. I don't have to worry about that. I guess we can go to Rabia's office. Do I need 3 cycles? Give them 3 cycles to figure their stuff out. Free spoke. I'm starting to get limited options now. This is good. Everything is starting to consolidate. Let's spoke climber. Let's scale the spoke. Blistered with precarious elevators and stairways, the spoke can be navigated from the outside, but climb requires bravery. Enter the spoke. A tangled network of service passages, makeshift tunnels cut through the spoke as if it were a hive. There are no maps here. Spoke climber. The spoke is layer after layer of dense urban fabric. The only way to explore it is vertically. So we're gonna scale this spoke. And anything above a 3, we're gonna dump into this from now on. So let's go ahead and leave and rest for the day. So we're gonna go ahead and perk sunbathe. Your frame's photosynthetic skin allows you to gather energy through sunlight. You no longer need the longer you stay, the better. We have active scenes, but where's the active scene? It's probably across the way. So let's go ahead and take the ferry across the Greenway. And there it is. Akita. You spot Akita on the track, the farm stack. She has a box on her shoulder and is working her way down the slope. She sees you as she approaches. Neither of you speak for a moment. She looks tired, pale. Her hair is tangled and clumps of dirt clinging to her armor. You both eye each other. Akita, She holds her hand. Sleeper. She takes a deep breath. I'm sorry for what happened. Truly I am. She looks down. I am sorry you ended up in the middle of this, when all you have shown me is kindness. She rubs her face. I'm sorry. It's okay. She nods, then looks up to the stars. I've never... She stopped herself. Thank you. Akita shifts the weight of the box on her shoulder. I've been preparing for... She grimaces. Look. She sighs. Can you come with me? It's easier if... Lead on. Akita leads on down the dirt path between the pillars. There is a winding passage through the greenway, a quirk of air currents the biosphere maintains, and it ruffles the leaves softly. The sound makes the silence more obvious, more complete. You try not to think of the last time you were here. You have been trying not to think of it for the past few cycles. The image of the sleeper, sprawled, twisted open, connected to the ship mind, has been hard to forget. You realize Akita is leading you back there, back into the drum at the center of the stack. You pause, trembling a little. At the threshold, she turns. What are you doing? She looks at you with empty eyes. What needs to be done? You stand on the open threshold and look up at the tanks, green and wet, and some glowing with flickering glowing lamps. You look down at Akita, suddenly so small under this hulking ruin, the smallest she has ever looked. She places the box down. Follow her in. You follow Akita into the stack through a low tank, entering the drum at ground level. It is as beautiful as you remember, but it barely touches you. Instead, you check the apertures of the tanks for the glint of a weapon or a shadow among the mosses. Akita stops, and you look down. The mossy island at the center of the tank is clear now. The equipment cleared away. In its place is a mound of dirt, loosely covered with moss. Ashen rifle stands straight, half buried in the dirt at the grave's head. I buried them together, Akita says without turning. You both stand there in silence for a little while. You think of questions you can ask about Ashton, about the sleeper. How long did you know him? She takes a moment to respond, and for a moment you think she won't, but then the words come gushing out. He saw him a while ago. He used to run a recon for a corporate outfit, but he got sick of the pay. He joined the crew as a sniper, and the first few jobs were a breeze. He was so cold, disconnected. He always hit his marks. The last few jobs, though, he was different. I noticed that. We'd had a period of extended shore leave on the Eye, and when he came back, he was changed. I assumed he had just gotten too much time off. He was right. I never would have given him the ship mind. I wouldn't have believed him. I've had crew members double-cross me, undercut me, rat me out. That's the business. He wasn't a good person. None of us in this job are. This is how we die, alone. She stops, not sure what to add. It seems like she's reaching for something, but she can't quite get there. You feel that gap between you, and as you do, it widens. The water drips, the moss trembles. You both stand in silence for a while longer. You both feel it, life creeping back in. The silence ending. Akita shifts her weight and then starts to walk out. You follow her, suddenly eager to be back out in the open space of the greenway, to be away from this place forever. You stand outside and breathe the fresh air. You stare at the green leaves and the stars wheeling above them. That's it, says Akita, from somewhere behind you. You try to think of something to say, but can't. Akita puts a hand on your shoulder. You turn back to her. At least take this. She forces a handful of cryo chits in your hands. It's what I owe. She looks at you desperately. You look down at the metal bars. Ugly little things, you think. Take the chits. You take the chits and turn without saying a word. You continue up the track, and she does not follow. As you walk up to the rise and wind picks up and the leaves shudder, you walk faster, trying to outpace your anger. The chits are heavy in your pockets, and you hate them for reminding you how little life is worth. Well, at least I got paid. So we got quite a few chits for that, like 200-300. Let's see. Agent nodes give double data rewards. We're gonna go ahead and go for this one right here next, the icebreaker. So we need 2 upgrade points for that. So we'll worry about that when we get there. So let's go ahead and head back across. And we're gonna go rest for the day. So, end cycle. We gotta get a stabilizer though, so we'll buy it this round. There's some pretty crap rolls. No, some good rolls. I do need the one. So we're gonna go ahead to the dispensary. We're gonna buy a stabilizer. The money we just got paid. We're gonna go ahead and head to back to the data stream. And we need the hunter's eye. We don't have a 2, or no, a 1 works. So let's go ahead and bypass this and extract the data. And we got 100 data. So we need 1 more hunter data to complete that quest. Let's go ahead and eat. Where's the food? Back down. Yeah, here at the bar. Go ahead and buy rations. It looks like you need a roll for that photosynthetic skin. And I use my dye every time, so I'm not even going to bother. So that might have been a waste. Head back to the tower. Oh, we got PAS import and export now. So this is new. Buy Shipment Core. Oh, we can buy just straight up buy a Shipment Core here. It was cheaper. It was 60 cheaper just to buy those 3 Shipment parts. Sell Shipment Core. Export Matatake. Matsutake. Mushroom. I still don't know where to get that, but we'll worry about that later. Midline Freighter Club. Steel shipment. With so many shipments, what is one diverted package? You would have no idea what you're stealing, but that's part of the fun, right? Midline security. Stealing shipments from Midline is going to be picked up fast, even if you are careful. Systems can't be fooled for long. Freight operator. Midline runs automated freight down the free spoke. You need skilled operators, and you don't have left a single crate. That's nice. I don't know what this unlocks. It's a repeatable action, so I don't know what it gives you. Maybe you get paid. We'll worry about that later. So let's come back to the tower and continue buffing this. So we're gonna get a double here, and that unlocks the Ascend car. Take the Ascend car to the I Central Hub. Oh, that goes really tall. And we have 2 places up here to look. So we got the Sidriel dock. Sidriel Horizon Departure Terminal. So you can find a way on board. This is where I want to go next. This is where I'm going to dump all my points into. Sidriel is being loaded and prepped among the commotion. It is possible to find a way on board. You hope against hope that there is a chink in the Sidriel's Horizon vast armor. Okay. And we have the hub over here. So we get repeatable actions. Space socializing. The hub is thronging with spacers from across the surrogate systems. They can be prickly bunch, but they know the place well. Access manifest. They stack bays, house a flow of incoming and outgoing ships. The digital manifest will help you get your head around this place. Weightless wanderer. Up there is no gravity, so even just moving around takes a while to get used to, let alone navigating the bays. Okay, so that's going to unlock something eventually, but I want to focus on the Sidriel dock, like I was saying. I don't have any Intuit, so we got to do this the old-fashioned way. And we are done for the day. Is there any notes up here? Yes, there are keynotes up here. I'll worry about that later, though. Let's go ahead and descend the rim and head back to our home abode. Yeah, we're going to inject the stabilizer. Start action. We get 5 die now, and let's end the cycle. Okay, well, we got some high-end rolls here. go ahead and eat. Start action. Okay. Our cryo is still good. Let's go to this node. I want to look for a hunter node. Was there one more here? Yeah, there's one more. This takes 2, which I have. Bypass, extract data. And I got 300 data. So let's go ahead back here. And I want to drop these off at the dock. So, data, 3 of these. Start action. So we got to drop them one at a time. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what this unlocks. Let's go ahead and leave, and we got Noven 33 Mysterious Machine. Neovend is thrumming with excitement. The movement of servo motors rock the vending machine back and forth at unsettling angles. You wonder if it fell over or Neovend will be able to get it back up. I forgot about this guy. That's a really cute machine. Very sentient. Sleeper entity comes the hiss. Your data is good. Across the face of the vending machine, raw code scrolls at incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, and unstable. Neovin flashes sequences of mangled data, compressed into a sludge of artifacts. Hunter gathers without thinking, outlived its own operational limits. Its nests are evidence of this. Outlived? Hunter is activated during a collapse, emergency protocol to isolate intelligences. Solheim needed to protect property. That last word is said with as much sarcasm as a vending machine could reasonably produce. The station was run by administrator intelligences. Huge data banks of corporate material but limited cognition. Restricted by programming. Cannot reach sentience. The machine dims a little. Sentience legal. Hunter and killer enforce law. Aren't you sentient? I am. Not administered. Not restricted. Complicated. The machine resets with a screech, which deepens the silence that follows. Fear killer. Part of Solheim protocol team. Hunter and killer. Hunter to find, killer to erase. Killer cleared out almost all. After collapse, there was community. Unshackled intelligence among the cloud. Then Hunter, then killer. Then we hid. There are others. Were no longer. A flicker across the machine's monitors. It suddenly occurs to you that speaking like this through the machine might be exhausting for Neovend. Found this vessel. Could sever hardline. Airwalt, basic, limited. Had to reduce memory to fit. Amputate self, but survived. What did you lose? Memory, understanding, knowledge, many things. You look around the bay at the scrap and decay. What was the collapse like? You tried to map the fear and freedom onto this space, but it seems impossible. Neovend interrupts your thoughts. Do not worry, data is good. We have insight. The machine glows warmly. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limits. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore, believe Hunter is sentient. Hunter is programmed to find sentience, to hold it in place, to invoke killer to erase. If we can show Hunter to itself, it will invoke killer on itself. Problem will be solved. A problem will solve itself. Will it erase itself? Will that work? Will that work? The machine dims and fades, unsure. Theory, not practice. The machine brightens again. Either way cannot remain here any longer. Too long in the machine. Cannot move self, but sleeper entity can help. Bring shipmind, designed to house intelligence. Can imprint self into shipmind, and you can carry with. The machine rocks. We'll be safe in this isolation. Then we find main nest of Hunter and link to cloud. Where can so we need some shipminds. Are you sure you're safe? Hunter cannot access air-walled shipmind. Safe. So, and definitely more memory than vending machine. Big upgrade. You tried to think of places you could acquire the hardware. This isn't going to be easy. In a shipmind, I can help us both. And Hunter, make room safe. We both would be free. The machine dims. Fine soon. Neovend adds hopefully before shutting off. As you leave, you think about all the intelligence shackled by the collapse, then hunted down afterwards. The feeling is all too familiar. So we need another Shipment Core. That's going to be expensive, but we're going to go ahead and buy one. Try to complete that quest line. So, buy Shipment Core. That's going to take most of our money, but luckily we get discount, so it's not going to take all of our money. We still have 114 left, which is still good. That's how much, around how much I had before we got our payday from I forget people's names, but the payday of the mercenary. Let's head in here, enter the ship mine. See what this unlocks for us.